Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to episode 3 of Autocannon. Now, I know I have not done one of these in a while, and I just sincerely apologize for that. It's been like a month or something crazy like that again. I just got caught up with a bunch of, basically just my crap. And I really apologize for those of you who are looking forward to the series and wanting to learn more about canning. Kind of let you down a bit, but I'm back, and I'm actually going to make a commitment as of right now to do one of these videos every Wednesday until I run out of things to explain and talk about and stuff, because there's only so much you can talk about in canning. But it should be good for another couple episodes every Wednesday. Just stand by. I don't want to just pump these out all like in a couple days straight, because then that just leaves like me with like no content to produce for the next like forever. If you guys understand that. But anyways, yeah, you guys see if I title the video today, we're going to be talking about sand compressors, because for people, the most complicated part about any cannon is actually the sand compressor. And I can understand why. I mean, the actual cannon itself is pretty simple, at least in my opinion. I have been doing this for quite a while now. But anyways, I'm just going to go over the sand compressors, how they work, etc., etc. You get the deal. So, if you guys haven't seen How to Canon episode 2, you might want to check that out first, or else you're going to be a little bit lost here and not know how to time this. So I recommend going to and watching that first before you go to tackle an actual sand comp. You're going to need to know those rules. All right, so basically, these are the sand comps that are most common. There are other types, but this is probably the most common one you'll see on cannons 230 and below. And it's basically just a normal piston drawback sand compressor. And the way these work is, of course, the pistons are being powered right now by a redstone torch, so you don't have to use like cobwebs right here or some crap like that. So these will hold up the sand, and what turns this redstone torch off to allow it enough time for all the sand to fall into the cobwebs that you place down there on those pistons. Is called a redstone capacitor or an extended delay, whichever you prefer to call it. And this works by having two comparators in this format, powering this block, of course. So what a comparator does, or what the capacitor does, is I'll just show you right now. It holds the tick. It holds the tick for longer than it would if I just straight up plug this repeater into this block, because then only like 2 pieces of sand will fall. So it holds the tick long enough for actually quite a bit of sand to fall down into the sand comp, and then closes in time before your dispensers would be a problem. Of course, you do need to have this go off pretty early in the cannon sequence. Well, not like too early, where it's like, oh, you need to do it in like the first tick. You can leave a couple ticks. I know I have like 8 ticks before this capacitor goes off. That's perfectly fine. So basically that goes off, falls down into these pistons. There'd be cobwebs here. Crap. So you have your cobwebs right here, your sand falls into your cobwebs. And I explained these ticks right here in the in episode 2 again. If you guys haven't watched that, go watch that. So then you have a timing to your pistons. This goes off, this dispenser goes off, these dispensers go off, and it goes in here. And that's actually really what a sand comp is in essence. Of course, there's a timing part, but I explained most of that last episode. So it's actually pretty simple once you think about it. Actually, incredibly simple once you think about it. This is the most basic and simple sand comp, unless you're talking about like a freaking lean sand comp, or like, yeah, you guys, if you guys don't know what lean is, well, I don't know what to tell you. But anyways, yeah, these are the most simple, larger cannon sand comps, I'll put it that way. So these are, yeah, again, you use these on a cannon 230 stacker and below. Maybe not even 230 stacker. I don't know. Alright, so yeah, that's actually basically it. So now I'm going to move on to a little bit more complex and larger sand comps. Alright, so this right here is a 4x6 sand comp. Now, these are in use on cannons that are stacked 240 to 255. Again, you could use these on 230 if you want to just have like a little shorter sand stack. They take longer to load though, of course, than a 2x6. I mean, if you just think about it logically. And the way these work, of course, same way as the other one. But if you guys realized it, this redstone around the border cannot power these metal pistons. So how the hell does that happen? Well, with these sand comps, you do need to take them under your cannon. Of course, same ticks as these repeaters would be. You take them under your cannon, and you have repeaters like this. And when these repeaters power these blocks, they're in fact also powering the pistons up above. So all the pistons are getting powered at the exact same time, so you don't have any problems right there. And then this shoots, yeah, blah 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 in here. But there's something different here. So basically, how these work is I'm just going to crap. All right, set 0 and set 0. So of course you can't do this with normal pistons, or else there's gonna be something blocking you. So what you need is a double piston extender. I'm just going to remove these redstone torches just for a demonstration purpose for right now. So right here you have sticky pistons and you have regular pistons in front of them. Now the first thing to power are the sticky pistons, and one tick later go off your regular pistons. Now this is because a sticky piston cannot push a piston that is already pushed. And the one tick delay is just fast enough so that it can't tell if the piston is pushed. Do you guys understand that? It's kind of weird, but it works. If you try to do it like this, you see how they both go at the same time. So only these pistons actually extend, because now these sticky pistons cannot push pistons that are extended. So you need this one tick delay. If I can grab a repeater here real quick. So you need this one tick delay, otherwise you're otherwise the sand comp will just plain out not work. So that's really how you do it, and that was the thing going off, is I have this redstone powered right here, which probably it's weird. That won't change anything in your cannon though. You'll just you lose one TNT in that one dispenser per shot. Unless you just remove this dispenser completely, which is probably the smarter option, to be honest. But I'm lazy. So yeah, it works just like a normal cannon, and if you guys see this barrel difference, it really doesn't do anything. You can have a barrel difference like this, because as long as it doesn't shift from like a barrel like this to a barrel like this, or else you're gonna have problems there, obviously, because then the sand will just clip on this block. As long as the barrel is at the your second barrel is at the same level or higher, then this one you'll be fine, and you have a decent amount of power here. This is perfect. If you guys are gonna use this much power, that's perfectly fine for these sand comps. So it all just works like a normal sand compressor. All fires into these cobwebs and gets stuck in here. Again, here's the extended lathe, but a different version of it. As you see, it has two redstone torches on each side for each of the sand comp. You don't just want one, because then that could look really funny. So if I fire this off, you'll see it works just like the other one. Both pistons retract also because of the one tick delay. And then boom, that's when your TNT would go off. And then there's the later one. So yeah, they both retract and do everything in unison. Well, almost unison. Well, because, repeater. Because these sticky pistons aren't registering that this is a extended piston, like a pushed out piston, until it's already too late. So unfortunate for them. Alright, so yeah, that's basically how these work. Again, very, very simple. People tend to overcomplicate things, but trust me, it's not as difficult and as complicated as it looks. Alright, so now that we got that one out of the way, we move on to this one, which is not that much different, to be honest. Literally everything is the same except for one small thing. This is a 7x4 sand compressor, and basically just utilizes TNT properties. You're thinking, wait, stealth, I thought TNT only has a 6-block reach. Yeah, but that's taking into consideration that usually there's a ladder separating the TNT and the pistons. So if you set up your sponges like this, with whatever sponge range is on the server you play on, I doubt this will work on Psycho, because I'm pretty sure they have like 1.8 sponges. It's really retarded. But anyways, you have it right here, right in front of the sand, so it will be able to reach all 7 blocks of the sand. This is really only useful if you need to shorten this thing, because I think it will take it down by 1 block or 2 blocks. They're using a 255 or 240. And I think you can actually load exactly 240. If I'm not mistaken. Oh, never mind. Well, anyways, so 252 sand. Of course, you take one more up for 255, unless you just want to use that 252. But yeah, that's really it. It's actually a very simple modification you can really do to any sand comp just like that. And now let's move on to something much more complex and complicated than what I've showed you so far. Alright, so I'm over here at my 240 stacker. Now, you guys may have seen this cannon in the past. I use it quite often, actually. I use it on Frontiers, and I use it on, when I can for Perfection Optic and shit like that. This is a very common can I use. But this is a recent addition to it. This actually, 12 by 2 sand compressor with reusable cobwebs. Now, these are pretty complicated sand compressors. These are more expert level sand compressors. So they work very interestingly, actually. This one does use a double piston extender, I believe. Yeah, so here are the sticky pistons. Also use a double piston extender. Here's that one tick difference, just because it has to stick out quite a bit. So yeah, extend delay, all that. But I actually can't show you guys the clock on it, unfortunately. So 12 blocks long. Obviously, this is not going to reach. Do you guys know TNT has a 6-block push limit? And basically, shit, I'm losing my words here. Sorry. Basically, these will basically, fuck, I say basically way too much. These dispensers will only power 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up until here. It can only push sand up until here. Right here, nothing's gonna happen. That's why you have one of these in here. Now, what happens is these dispensers go off 2 ticks before those do. You know, the 2-tick rule. The 2-tick rule I explained last video. So these go off 2 ticks before they fall into here. Of course, you can to water this. You just have it like this. So it's not a. Do I have a sponge somewhere? Oh, yeah, I have a sponge right there. But otherwise, it would flow down and just fall right into this little gap here, and not do any damage you can. So this goes off, and these go off 2 ticks after, and I'll explain reusable cobwebs with a different clock right now, just to show you guys, but I don't really want to show the other one off, just in case you guys catch on to it. I prefer that you figure that out on your own. But anyways, so 2 ticks later, this goes off, and then 2 ticks later, this goes off. Now, I did have to cram this in very awkwardly, and then I have a piston push it in here. And it fires into the cannon normally. But the reusable cobweb is actually pretty complicated, considering the fact that what I'm about to show you is going to be a lot different than this. So you see, again, I have a double piston extender for reusable cobwebs, and this is actually quite difficult to do, considering it has to, basically, these sticky pistons pulse 4 times, right? So that will get the sand from this cobweb, oh shit, from this cobweb onto this cobweb. Then you have to figure out how to make both of them pulse 4 times. So when this sticky piston pushes this piston will not be extended. It will just be plain. So after 4 pulses, you need to time it. So this one starts extending every pulse. So now it reaches out here and pushes the sand on this cobweb out, and then time it perfectly with the TNT, etc., to actually get the sand going. And I'm actually going to run over to my 100 Autocannon, because that has a very simple reusable cobweb design that I've already showed off. So I'll see you guys there. Alright, so I'm over here at the at my autocannon, and autocannons of course have to use reusable cobwebs, or else you can't automate a cannon. Now if you guys picked up on that, what I was talking about right now, you'll know that in order to get the sand off the cobweb and actually being able to get pushed by TNT, these pistons have to pulse 4 times. So if I get a piece of sand here, and I just hold on, I need to or disconnect some things. Oh, that's gonna be fine. Wait, that'll power. So I'm just gonna put a piece of sand in. Oh wait, crap! I need to do something else. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna disconnect that. All right. So I drop a piece of sand in there. Oh, that's my phone going off. I drop a piece of sand in there, and then fire this off. Oh shit, I didn't go fast enough. It goes off pretty quick. 2, 3, and then the last two are really fast, or the last one's really fast. So you see, it pulses 4 times, and then the sand actually is able to go off the cobwebs. So it's in midair, so this means your cobwebs don't get used, plus your sand is able to be launched by TNT. Now if I actually reconnect that, silly me, you'll be able to see, here I'll just have this ready to set 12, oh shit, set 12, 3, oh, let's see, oh, okay, yeah, I'm kind of downs. So in order for these to have the correct timings, I do have to put the button over, crap, over here, in front of that. You know what, might as well just let me load sand real quick, sorry guys. Alright, sorry guys, I'm back. I load sand and then I place the button in the correct spot so it can actually, oh crap, I need it. So it can actually have the correct timings between these. So the sand pushes out, the TNT fires off, and then the, oh, you guys saw it there. These pistons go off, they push the sand, and on the 4th pulse of the piston, this is timed to go right as that's going. So it shoots here, this is 2 ticks after, shoots here, and normally the power would shoot from over there, be here, and then launch it up into the cannon. Now if you guys actually want to try and use this for yourself, I'll actually just give you a quick look at it. This is a quick pulse right here. And this is just so the first pulse goes off fast, then the second one can just go off 5 ticks after. Then the next one goes 7 ticks, and the next one finally goes 12 ticks. So yeah, you need this quick pulse here, or else this would go very slow. Because then it's still powered, and the next one comes in, and it's still powered, so it doesn't really do anything. If you guys play with it a little bit on your own, you guys will see that. But of course, this is only for a single cobweb thing. If I had double wide cobwebs, this would not function very well at all, actually, because the sand wouldn't be able to escape the cobwebs. And honestly, I just want to guess and check. I honestly do not know. I haven't taken the time to figure out how to perfectly time it. It's just guess and check, really. Put a few repeaters and take off some and add some, and just that's how I time the TNT with the pistons, because I'm a very lazy person, if you guys have not noticed. So that's really how well, not autocannons, that's really how sand compressors work. I basically covered every type of sand compressor there is. There may be a few, like, quirky ones that, if you guys want me to cover, just go ahead and tell me what the fuck they are. But anyways, yeah, that's basically what sand compressors are. Of course, reusable cobweb sand compressors are a bit more complicated and advanced, but if you guys start off with the low ones, I'm sure you'll get there eventually. And if you guys want to play with this one, this is just something I created. 4 pulse I created. You guys can use that if you guys are trying to use an auto sand comp, or use it on Autocannon. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys learned something from this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and comment if you guys what you guys want to see next episode, want to see me explain. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.